Do, 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 do. Hey, Fortune, thank you. You ready to make this swordfish? We're gonna make this swordfish. I've been dying to make this. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Welcome to Casa de Poo. Okay. Hopefully everybody can hear me. We are going to make roasted swordfish with roasted vegetables. I'm gonna show y'all in a second. Okay. We're gonna start in a few. I'm just getting all my stuff together. Let's see. Look at, oh, there it is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sear the swordfish steak. You're gonna see how thick it is too, but I'm gonna give you the whole background and everything. Um, yeah, I would have grilled it, but I kind of wanted to try this roasted one first to see how it came out. Okay, got the oven ready. Okay, I think I got all my. I needed to buy some more pepper, but the pepper was it wasn't on my mind when I got it, when I went to go get it. Okay, so let's see what we're working with here. All right, so we are working with squash, zucchini, green pepper, red pepper, onion, and serrano peppers, and spinach. So this is what we're going to be making today. I already cut everything up just so for time. And right here, I am drying off the swordfish. Let me show you the swordfish. Okay. So this is the swordfish raw. So Miss T and I were in Seabrook, and I had to stop by. We went to go eat, but I had to stop by the seafood shop to go get me some swordfish because I like to get the swordfish by the water. And what's cool about this is that it's fresh. I had it on ice in the freezer, so it's only a week old. And so, what we're gonna do first, we have everything warmed up and ready to go. But what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna make orzo as well. It would be wild. If I can catch a swordfish, I'd be like, God dang. Hey, Miss Cheryl, but you got to go like in the ocean to catch it. You can't be standing on the pier to think you're gonna catch a swordfish. Hey, Smith. Okay, so I made two pans. One pan for the vegetables because we're gonna roast the vegetables too, and one pan for the swordfish. Okay, so the vegetables are already chopped, but what I'm gonna do right now, and my hands are washed. Um, I forgot to buy gloves on Amazon. We're gonna throw the vegetables in. I mean, I ain't gonna front. I would love to go deep sea fishing or whatever they call it. I would love to do it. I'm just not bold enough. It looks dope, but that way that boat be, I be throwing up. I have motion sickness. I be throwing up all through the trip. That would be no fun. Okay. All right. So we got this going on. Just chopping everything in half. Now, mind you, I bought enough swordfish to feed probably 4 people. So I think I bought the swordfish 2 pounds. Literally, I think it was only $22. So it really wasn't expensive considering that I bought 2 pounds because 1 pound is pretty big. I think 1 pound can feed 2 people. So I bought it because I may want to cook it later, uh, like a whole seafood thing. So I put the other stuff back in the freezer, let that freeze back up. But what we're doing right now, we're gonna have to season this stuff first. So we're putting everything in here. All right. We got the onions. We got the ooh, it's gonna be some vegetables, boy, right? You could tell this dinner is not for children. Ain't no kid gonna eat this. Any kid, they're gonna be looking at this and being like, nah, I pass. Where the closest McDonald's at? But for people that value a good vegetable meal, this is it right here. Okay, so we got the serrano peppers right here. We're gonna put. Okay, how y'all doing so far? It's Saturday. I got rid of that worm, and now my onions are standing straight back up again. Pause. Felt like I put some Viagra on the onion. Okay, this is spinach, and y'all already know how spinach works. Spinach. Before I put it on there, hold on. You know, spinach is gonna shrink. So the spinach is gonna. I forgot to season everything. Okay. So before we start doing that, we're gonna season everything. We're gonna use sea salt. Okay. Then we're gonna use. I know, right? I know. No, it's because the onion, or when that worm was on the onion, it felt like all the stems and stuff were like leaning. And then so when like I told y'all yesterday, I was gonna go over there and cut that. I made a video. I made it short, cutting that little stem that that worm was on and throwing it over the balcony. And then I woke up this morning and the stems were all sitting straight up. No. All right, here we go. So you all right. So the seasoning is up to you, like what you want to use. I'm gonna just use the basic seasoning. Let me. I'm using a lot of basic seasoning. I'm gonna be using some lemon juice as well. I was wondering if I should use. No, I said. I said that when I woke up this morning, it was standing up like I gave it Viagra. I didn't give it Viagra. Okay, y'all are so silly. Okay, I need to get some more stuff. What I do with the oil? Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so I already roasted the thing. Oh yeah, I was in a movie. I meant to show this to you that movie too, and I forgot. All right. All right. That's okay. So we're gonna put just a splash, just a splash of lemon juice. I was gonna buy some lemons, but I was like, nah. I had lemon juice still. All right. So while we're doing that, we're gonna put everything on here. We're gonna put cayenne pepper. It's up to you if you want to use cayenne, but you know me, like hotness. Okay. Now we're gonna put. All right. No, do not put Viagra on your plants. Do not do that. So we used a whole bushel of. Okay, so this we're gonna again put a little bit of salt. Okay, got that on there. Zuzu, where's mine? think we have everything in here. Oh, just a little bit of chicken broth, just a little bit. Okay. I sure did. I sure did throw that over the balcony. I don't think it died though. I don't think it died. Okay, so over here we see this. We're about to put this in the oven. This is gonna go in here for about 25 minutes. Whew, hot. You're gonna set your oven at 425. Okay, so set your oven at 425, and we're gonna let that be. So now next is we're gonna do this. So we're gonna put the swordfish in a bowl. And give me a second. We're gonna put some oil. Because what we're gonna do with this, we're gonna roast it, right? Oh wow, do they? Man, there was a big black worm with legs on it. I want to say there was legs on it. Like it was crazy. We're seasoning up the. We're gonna be using some Cajun style seasoning because we're gonna sear this first, and we're gonna sear it for about five. We're gonna sear it for about 5 minutes. So we're gonna let this sit for a second while we put all the good stuff on here. Okay. I was gonna cook it for Miss T, but we ate so much stuff, we didn't even get a chance to. She cooked the whole damn week, so I'm excited. This is like the. This is really my first time cooking. Okay, so we got this working off right now. Oh shoot! I don't know. We're gonna put that on last before, and then so we're gonna put this in here. But first, we're gonna spray. Okay, there we go. Got olive oil right here. We're gonna spray this. All right. So we're gonna spray this like so in this pan. We got the. We're gonna sear this, okay? So Give it a second. Now, if you're doing this for date night, you're gonna do both. So you're gonna do both. You're gonna do this probably in a bigger bowl, or if she's one of those type of people that don't like to eat, you can just cut this in half. But as you see, the swordfish is pretty big. It's very thick. You see that? I'm letting this heat up real quick before I put it in there. Hey, Cece. Okay. All right. So let's see. We're letting this go. I got this at Bucky's the other day. When I had to go to full share, I stopped at Bucky's and I was getting something to drink and I saw this and it's Bucky's hot sauce. I used it. It's lackluster at best. Oh, for real? All right. Okay, let's gently put this swordfish. We're gonna sear it on both sides for about 5 minutes apiece. There it is. See that? So you're gonna sear it for about 5 minutes. So y'all keep an eye on that. I'm gonna put my stuff right here. Okay. So while we're doing that, I'm gonna wipe this off real quick. How's everybody Saturday so far? And what are y'all doing today? What are y'all doing today? Yes, we're gonna sear both sides of it. So it's gonna be 5 minutes on one side, 5 minutes on the other. And the reason why I'm probably gonna push it to maybe about 7 minutes, and the only reason why is because it's very thick. So a lot of people don't realize tuna and swordfish, they're cut like steaks. So you got to be real particular about it. You don't want to mess with it. Like you don't want to keep flipping it over and flipping it over. What's gonna happen is you're gonna see this white coming out. Pause. You're gonna see this white coming out on the side right here. We need that to kind of go. So we're searing that right now. Damn, Cece, you want to come to my house and do my little clean out my little garden thing? I think I'm gonna go buy my first raised bed today or tomorrow. Okay, let's go see what. Okay. All right, so we're gonna flip this over. Ooh, oh, look at that. Dang. Put some put some of that loving on here real quick. All right. Y'all see that? Okay. So it's cooking right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna if I get that raised bed, I just don't want I'm waiting for my gloves to come in so I can so I can look a little bit more official. what what why do I need to make a video of putting together a raised bed? Is is it really that hard to put one together? If it's hard, man, I'm gonna just get it with it already done. No, she needs to make an instructional video on how to put that loofah, how to use the loofah on your body. I do make videos. I just put up like 3 of them. What would be a good idea for estimate her making an instructional how to use the loofah? And see how this is looking. Mm. Okay, so we're gonna move this over here. All right, man. Y'all see that? Y'all see that swordfish right there? Let me show it to you. Let me show you. This is what it's looking like right now, and that's how it's supposed to look when it's seared. Okay, y'all see that? See the side? Ah, all right. So what we're gonna do is the stuff that I was doing a quick marinade on. We're gonna pour the rest of this on there. Let me get a spoon real quick. Damn it! Hold on. Okay. All right, so this is what we're looking at now for all this good You don't want to waste the deliciousness, okay? If y'all watch my videos, everything you got to always have the deliciousness on there. But what we're going to add to this is garlic. And CC, do not be mad at me, but we cheating. We cheating. I don't feel like cutting garlic, so I got the got the mince from HEB. Okay. You're welcome, Fortune. Okay. Got it. Now with me, I like to be generous with garlic. I like garlic. Oops. I like garlic, and I just like it. Okay, so we put the garlic in here. We got the vegetables roasting, and we're gonna see how this bad boy come out. I've never roast. Oh, next thing we gotta make, we have to make orzo. So we gotta make orzo. And we're being pretty proficient today because I already pre-cut the vegetables. So pre-cutting the vegetables might be a thing that you want to do before you cook dinner. Like just cut it at an earlier time. All right. All right. So we're gonna make the orzo. All right. We're gonna cover this bad boy up. Okay. So while we got the orzo boiling, no, I'm not gonna put the broth in until after I boil it down some, and then I pour the water out, and then I put the chicken broth in there, and then we let the rest go. Okay, so back to this. Let me. Okay. All right. I want to make sure there's enough pepper. And then we're gonna we're using cayenne. It's good for your blood. All right. You have it like so. And we're gonna put it in the oven. This should only last about 15 minutes. Let me check on this other stuff real quick. Oh shit. Good. I'm putting a little bit of chicken broth in the roasted veggies. Putting this back in the oven. And you can put both in the oven. Just mind your time, okay? So we're gonna check on the swordfish in about 10 minutes. All we have to do is stick a fork in it. If you want to do it that way. If you have a thermometer, you can use it that way. It needs to be at 125. So that's how we're gonna do that right now. And then shoot, we're on schedule. Give yourselves a round of applause for being on schedule. Now we get to sit and see how this turns out. What can? Oh, y'all scared like that? My stove doesn't get hot. They don't get hot on the top. Before you even shower, I'll take it off. See, oh, this isn't a can. Well, it is, but it's not olive oil. But the top doesn't get hot back here. It only gets hot on the thing because I don't know. It's German engineering. All right. Okay. All right. So while y'all are talking amongst yourselves, I am going to wash real quick. Well, not wash. I'm just gonna. Okay. I don't need the knife no more. Y'all are funny. Okay. Okay. All right. Leave the stove alone. We got everything. Okay. Pull all this stuff up. So when I cook tomorrow, I'm frying chicken tomorrow for the game. I be saying stuff like I'm having a party and stuff, and it's just me here. Okay. I was gonna do chicken and mashed potatoes. Okay, so I have everything in case. You said film the frying the chicken. How is that? I'm boring with the chicken though. Like, so what? I don't use flour. Uh, I baste the chicken with mustard. And then I baste the chicken with mustard. Then I put the seasoning on the chicken. Then I fry it in grapeseed oil. Is that what it is? Is gluten free? I It's because I just don't like to use flour. Even though I used flour on a couple of our meals that we made the last couple of times, I did use the flour because the recipe asked for it. But as far as the me wanting to use it, I don't really want to use it. He said it is big. You need to leave me alone, TT, because I do make videos. I have like a whole bunch of videos on my page. I just don't have 1,000 yet. I have like 50. I'll have an intro. I don't have an intro. I don't have an intro to my videos. Yes, Michelle, it is. Trust me, it took forever to get everything almost the way I wanted it. Chicken fajitas are great. You know what? Now I'm thinking about it. I can make turkey turkey tacos. I can make turkey tacos and make them street tacos like I did the other day. That was those street tacos I made was off the easy. Yeah, you lost me with the pork. You lost me with the pork. I'm like, isn't that how it usually works? Oh, it's boiling. It really isn't. Michelle, me and CC in the same city. What they don't. It's not Mexican food down here. It's called Tex-Mex, and it's not the same as authentic Mexican food. So, depending on what side of town you're in, you can eat anything. You can eat Japanese food, you eat Chinese food. You have, dude. Like if you're in Southwest, you can get Brazilian fusion Japanese. Like this is what I love about Houston. Like there's never it's not like but the only thing that I'll tell you that isn't the greatest here is Mexican food. Mexican food is really mainly West Texas or towards the border. San Antonio, Houston, Austin, and Dallas do Tex-Mex, and Tex-Mex is gross. I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all like it, but I lived in a city that was authentic Mexican, so it's like hard to eat Tex-Mex. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's check on this. This is boiling. We're gonna swap out the water, y'all. Okay, let's get us another spoon. All right, it's boiling. So what we're just gonna swap out the water real quick. Okay. Do, 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 do. There we go. This is how you be using our broth. Use the broth up because all right. Now we're gonna let this bad boy cook. Okay. Cover it up. Let it cook now. We're almost done, y'all. We are almost done. We're almost at the finish line. Oh yeah. I would say but you want to know what? CC, I would say soul food tastes better in Dallas than in Houston. Because I would say our barbecue is A1 in Houston versus Dallas. And then Austin, I would say, is number one. Uh, we do have soul food restaurants, but you really got to go to like a certain part of town to get it. Yeah, Dallas does have some really good soul food, CC, for real. Houston is really selective. Like, I'm gonna tell you, the best soul food I ever ate in Houston was on the south side. So up north, I went to a soul food restaurant in Acres Homes, and I wasn't too impressed with it. Yeah, you got to go to the hood, like for real, like to the shack. You can't like go to like restaurants that are all nice. You got to go where they serve their food on paper plate and got Kool Aid. You know what I'm saying? And they got the Kool Aid. I mean, they had a big old thing of Kool Aid right there, and then they have fans. They have fans on. They had the fans. They don't ever use the air conditioner. It'll be hot as hell up in there. Okay. So Orzo's going. I had to turn the fire down and still. Okay, man. Okay. All right. Hold up. Just boil the broth out. Come on now. We're gonna get a fork and we are going to check the meat so far. Nah, I didn't know that. I thought Lolo's was only in Arizona. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, Memphis and Kansas City ain't too bad either when it comes to barbecue. Let me show you what it's looking like so far. So far, we're gonna leave it in there for about 10 more minutes. But I'm just showing y'all what swordfish look like. You see that? Okay. This is exciting. Oh, that's cool. So my thing is if you eat soul food and you go to Dallas and you eat soul food, you got to go to this restaurant called Sweet Georgia Brown. It's off of Loop 12. and it's in the south side of Dallas. Uh, I forgot the name of the restaurant here on the south side. That's a soul food restaurant that everybody goes to after church. Go to those two restaurants and judge. I'm gonna tell you, Dallas makes good soul food, but their barbecue is not that great. It's good, but it's not great. It's dry. Our barbecue's better. Thank you. We're just waiting. We're ahead of time right now. I'm shocked. I'm like, oh my goodness, we almost. Yeah, my my recommendation on barbecue is Texas, but that's because I'm biased. But it's Texas and then Memphis and then Kansas City. Like after that, barbecue's not good anywhere else. Uh, Texas, you have to either go. It's Austin, Houston, then Dallas. Nobody eats barbecue in San Antonio. San Antonio's trash. And don't go to like the oil country and all that. There's no good nothing out there. So Austin, Houston, Dallas on barbecue. Then Memphis. Then Kansas City. I don't know if CC will agree, but in Texas, nobody eats barbecue in San Antonio. Nobody eats barbecue in Corpus Christi. Um, Nobody goes to Laredo. Nobody goes to Midland or Odessa unless you're working. Uh, the thing I like about Memphis barbecue though is there's some seasoning that they put on there that's crazy, and it's like makes it a little bready and there's good. Austin is great. You need to go to San Marcos. They got the number like literally in the barbecue wars. Austin was voted number one with barbecue because of San Marcos and I forgot the other little town. But the way they make their barbecue out there is crazy, like crazy. Because I used to go out to Austin like the last 2 years. I was working in Austin, man. I can tell you, like Austin is great. Austin is way better than Dallas. Yeah, I think that's what it is for Jen. I think it's that pepper based barbecue sauce. But it's like the thick ass pepper, right? North Carolina, I didn't know that. I didn't know I don't know the next time I'll be in North Carolina. But I would like to try it. I would like to try it. I would. Has it been 10 minutes yet? I wanna because one thing you don't want to do with swordfish is you do not want to overcook it or make it too dry. That's the number one no no with that or tuna. And to be honest with you, you can cook ahi tuna the same way as you cook the swordfish steak. You see that? I'm gonna just cut off a little piece And if you're cooking this for a significant other, cut off a piece of their side. Just, okay, we're going to just cut a little bit so I can show you so far. It needs to go back in there for about maybe another 5 minutes, but this is what it's looking like. It's not dry. You're funny. Okay, we're gonna put this. God, it's breaking apart. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let me take a taste. I'm gonna take a taste before I Mm. Mm. Okay. We gotta go back in there. About 5 more minutes, but it looks done. It tastes done. If you always wonder, like with salmon, um, swordfish, shark, ahi tuna, you got to put uh what are you talking about more seasoning? Um when you do that, you gotta put lemon in it. You gotta put lemon in it. And the reason why is because you don't want that. Those are like wild caught and it has this gamey fish taste. And if when you soak it in lemon, it takes that taste out. So uh that's the beauty of lemon juice. And you don't gotta squeeze lemon. You can actually use lemon juice. It's not a crime to use lemon juice. Oh, so here's the orzo. This is ready. We're almost there. So this is done. How did I make the orzo? I already had the pasta. I boiled it with water to begin it. And then after it boiled a little bit, I took out the water and put chicken broth and I cooked it from there. What we're gonna do to be exotic though is we're gonna make this plate. What we're gonna use olive oil. We're gonna dress it with parsley flakes. Okay. Then we're gonna put a little heat on that plate. This is just us having a little fun with this. Put a little bit of chili around the plate. You don't have to. This is actually optional. Okay. This is direct optional for people that like some heat. Okay, so we're gonna put that in there. No, you can use the liquid smoke for barbecuing. I don't see a problem with it. Now we're gonna put the orzo in. Okay. We make a volcano. Then we're putting it against everything. Now, no, I knew you were talking about what you were doing in the show. One day I'll have the interest in actually doing it. My mom used to do that. Used to do the canning. All right, let's see. Now the verdict is the vegetables. We're gonna have to cut. We're gonna have to stir this. Okay. All right, people. We're gonna do this. Have y'all ever seen Five Heartbeats? Has everybody seen Five Heartbeats? Remember when old boy he was on crack and he tried to get back in the group? Like, this is what we're about to do with this meal right here. This is what we're gonna do right now with this meal. We're gonna be like, dang. All right. Oh my goodness. Ready? All right. Here we go. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. Okay. Okay. We're adding vegetables. Okay. So we need the space for the oh, okay. Okay. Now the main okay. Now the main dish. Y'all still with me? Y'all still with me? Let me bring this down. All right. Okay. You see that? We're not done yet. We're not done. So I'm going to show you the plate as is. And we're going to have a little fun. Okay? Okay? All right? So let me show y'all the plate right now. This is the dish. Look at that. All right. I'm going to bring my other camera over here. See this? Now we're going to have some fun. Hold on. Okay, yeah, y'all can see this. Y'all seeing this in 3D. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna give you a close look. Oh wait, let me take a picture first. So I can I'll post this. Hold on. So this is swordfish. Oh Lord. Okay. Vegetable and orzo. Okay. Then we're gonna do this. This is, you don't have to do this. There's two ways to look at this. You can do tomatoes itself, sliced tomatoes, or tomato sauce. Either one. This is tomato sauce. This is tomato sauce. Let me not be. Hold on. Okay, let me just put this to the side. Okay, y'all see that? This is it. Roasted swordfish. Roasted swordfish with. I'm trying to get it good. There it is. Roasted swordfish with roasted vegetables and orzo. Straight out the jar, Michelle. This is the added. It's just the added. Like I said, it's not. You don't have to do it, but if you want to impress your date, they don't have to see that it's from a jar. You just close your eyes, baby, and then just put it on there. Sometimes it's okay to cheat. Man, I don't know why my camera's just not cooperating. Let me see. There it is. Sorry, y'all. There it is. Y'all want to make sure that this fish is right? Okay, so look at this. Cutting it. Look at the meat. We're about to do this taste test now. All right, hold on. We're gonna taste the vegetables first. Make sure that's cooked with the orzo. I made eat these vegetables big too. You see that? Let me see if I have to put any salt or anything on it. Oh, mm, mm. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Ah, mm, mm. Okay, so this is what's going on. The vegetables are off the chain, and it's as soon as you put it in your mouth, the vegetables like basically melt in your mouth. Jeez, hold on. The Orzo's great. The Orzo was a good to make it with chicken broth was a good. I'm just doing a video for TikTok real quick before I do this other bite. Then we're going to taste the swordfish. Mm, okay, let's see. I go 7. Why am I doing wrong? Why don't we get 8? Because this thing looks great. Okay, we're going to taste this fish. Whew. Okay. Hmm. Mm. Oh, okay, y'all. This, this. Let me taste this swordfish one more time. Only cheated on 2 things. I cheated on the garlic. All right, the garlic was already cut, and I cheated on the the sauce because it was. I think I just thought about it. I was like, we put some red on here somewhere besides the peppers. I wonder how it's gonna taste. And I guess we just made it another Italian dish. This right here, though. Hold on, real quick. I want to tell you, I amaze myself when I make swordfish. Let me explain. The first time I made swordfish, I jacked that up, man. It was super dry. It was rubbery. It did not taste good. We didn't even eat it. We threw it. I just threw it out. I was like, mm. So I was thinking, I'll never make that again. I'm not ready for it. I made it again during COVID, and during COVID, it's not like I was in a rush to go anywhere. So I actually took my time and made the swordfish again, not realizing it doesn't take time to really cook anything. Like tuna, salmon, and I'm talking about the big salmon, like thick ass salmon steaks, and the swordfish. You could sear it. This is how I learned that you can sear that for 5 minutes on each side, and then you put it in the oven. Or if you have a grill, which could be prepared for all of those particular dishes, It doesn't take long to cook at all. It doesn't take long to cook through all. Thank you. I was speechless because I was scared because I hadn't made swordfish in a couple of years. And this recipe is technically made up. I made up this, well, it's not made up. It's a collection of different recipes. So I used the recipe that I had for the vegetables, but I think anybody can roast vegetables, and I think you don't have to be. You anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you can put any vegetable to roast vegetables. It's not like segregated or you use anything. And in this case, my choice was red bell pepper, green bell pepper, squash, zucchini, and when you do the seafood, it is a. I would always tell you to make zucchini on the side for any kind of fish. It's zucchini and squash are a great blend for any fish, especially exotic fish. It doesn't matter how you cook it. You can roast it. Some people can cook it over the stove. Uh, I oven roast it. You can use an air fryer as well. So technically, this is the whole. I use Orzo instead of rice. I was asking Miss T last night. I was like, "You think I should use rice or potatoes?" So we were going back and forth about it, and then I was like, "You know what? I got Orzo still." So I said, "Okay, well, we're going to use Orzo instead of rice." And then we had the swordfish and serrano peppers and little things on the side like parsley. You can use parsley. You can use basil. You can use any of that stuff. I use chili powder to base the plate, so it's not directly on the food. Uh, and to cook the swordfish, I only made a concoction of sea salt, olive oil, and lemon juice. It would have been. I just didn't. This is where we were debating last night. Well, not debating. We weren't debating it. We were just wondering because I didn't want to make the rice and potatoes. You get what I'm saying? So I have regular potatoes and I have red potatoes, but it was just the orzo that just like spoke because it's not offensive and it's not intrusive, and it still gives you a chance to eat everything. And see, this I feel like this is a big meal right now for one person to eat. I only cook one steak. You see how big that half of a steak? Let me show you the other half. Let me show you the other half. See? So one steak, this is what one steak did. See that? So if you're cooking just for another person, we can actually say, I'm trying to, we can actually say that this meal for two people would cost a total of $15. $15 for this meal for two people. Ain't nobody, ain't nobody hearing me on this. Oh, and I use spinach too. And spinach was just an added ingredient just because people like spinach. It is, Michelle. The whole I bought 2 pounds. That was $22. I used a 3/4 of a pound to make this meal today. 3/4 of a pound, right? So if you just cut the math off real quick, the meat didn't cost nothing to make, and then um, well, there's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't buy this in Houston, so I don't know how much it would cost, like at Sprouts or something like that. I actually bought it in Seabrook right off the water. Um, when I buy seafood, like if I want an exotic seafood, we know it's gonna cost a lot of money. But when you go like actually to where uh, the docks are, um, usually it doesn't cost anything. Like you can get a whole big salmon, the whole salmon, for like $20. You can so but on in mainland, you're that $20 is like for half a pound. You know what I mean? So yes, so I will say depending on the area you're in, will still honestly say it's gonna be under $20. Yeah, I mean, if you can go anywhere where there's a dock or where they farm raise these fish, uh, because I don't think swordfish comes from over here. I honestly think the swordfish is shipped from the northwest and then shipped down here to Galveston, Seabrook, and Corpus. So that's what I think. Because I don't know. Let me see where swordfish is actually from. Ah, never doing. That's for like catfish. If that like that's for catfish. Like all that, like Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, the coast, the Gold Coast. That's all catfish. I don't got time for no catfish. Y'all can't make me make that. All right. Okay. So they said, all right. Just like I thought, swordfish are worldwide in tropical, temperate, and even cold waters. Mainly found in the Pacific Oceans. Uh, um, I'll say the Pacific, also the Indian Ocean, which we don't live nowhere close, and they do ship it down here to Texas where they survive. So that's where we get our swordfish uh, from the northern Pacific over there by Seattle, which that's where the good salmon comes from. You can get Atlantic salmon though, but get it from North Atlantic. But yeah, wherever you're from that ships or farm raises their fish, try to go to those places, not to the like Sprouts and Whole Foods and stuff like that is the last option because of the fact that it's fresh, but they overcharge. So I would say wherever there's water, even if you're taking a trip, take a cooler. Always take a cooler with you if you're taking a trip towards water. and go to those seafood markets, because those seafood markets are dirt cheap. Okay, so again, I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to give y'all like another idea for date night. And this is my date for one. It is roasted swordfish with roasted vegetables and orzo. Okay? All right, y'all. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And I will talk to y'all Monday on Miss T with the T's Live. I might post a video. I don't know. I'll see y'all later.